Right, hey guys, how we doing? Been a while. We're back on another video from Sunmo Gaming, and this is a video I've wanted to check out for a while, and I'm only just checking it out now. But Death Note is one of my all-time favorite anime. Seth's gone and uploaded a ranking every Death Note character, which reminds me of this. So doing this first, and I might do that one. But Death Note in 59 minutes. This is gonna be boss. Let's do it.
Roll 1. The human whose name is written in the note shall die.
Oh yeah.
Roll 2. This note will not take effect unless the writer in the person's face is in their mind. Roll 3. If the cause of death is
I
written
love his voice.
within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. Rule 34. Oh. Here we go. No, we're now at Wakamundo? Oh, and there's the main character, Light Yagami.
Yeah!
One seat that every single protagonist sits in
Next to the window at the back, yeah.
every single anime ever, and he's over here like, man, I'm bored. I feel like killing would be some fun. And just as he thinks
Ah!
that, here's when this one book comes falling out of the sky, having the main character over here mouth wide open, like, holy sh. Gravity. And upon picking up this notebook and reading
Holy
the rules
shit,
stating
gravity.
that you write name, that person dead, Light is like, man, this shit's stupid. Imagine being dumb enough to even try. See this meth head right here with the chop cut? Hold up. Dead. And you see this ugly bastard approaching this woman trying to get all up in her guts? Hold up. Let me check out the hentai section real quick.
You just add the screaming in the background.
Oh, yeah. Dead! And was that Truck-kun just now? What can this notebook not do? Well, anyways, moving forward, with Light seemingly finding a liking to
Oh my god, a spin-off with that guy being Isekai somewhere would be amazing.
notebook, killing high and low profile criminals left and right, raising that goddamn KDR. It seems we got him giggling all alone in his dark room as if he's an anime villain or something. But just as he does this is when this one Shinigami drops to the
Ryuk!
human world, entering Light's room, jump scaring his shit, and introducing himself as Ryuk. And he's like, God damn! This motherfucker wrote a whole page out of the Harry Potter book in this bitch. But then follows up and telling Light, yeah, I'm just here to watch. I don't give a shit what you do with that book. And just guzzling down these apples like the throat goat that he is. And so this is when Light goes on a yapping spree, going on about how he will become the god of the new world.
Oh
and
my
he will be
goodness.
the one to pass judgment on these vermin, these criminals, for causing global warming.
If only we listened! Not Goku!
Bro, you good? This man really out of breath from moving a pencil. And oh wow, what's this? It seems the police caught onto the killings and are now all together in this group meeting, talking about how all these criminals just randomly died from heart attacks. And not gonna lie, if it was America, they would have just wrote it off as an overdose of McDonald's. But since it is the great country of Nippon, they're like, I don't think it's the cholesterol. Suspecting that
I
they're
don't think it's the cholesterol.
an entity killing these motherfuckers. On which Light's dad, who is the chief of the police, is like, let's just call L, who is apparently an undefeated detective, a man who can solve any case and always lives to tell the tale.
Let's just call L.
Which we then have this one dude named Watsuri spawning out of nowhere in a Sherlock Holmes cosplay, whipping out his 2002 Dell laptop and Escape call with the man
God.
himself, L. On which he then tells everyone at the police force, this shit's too free, I got this shit. Which now cutting back to the person who's behind all of this, we got him creating this whole ass contraption that was so in-depth and so cool in concept, it's forgotten for the rest of the show. But oh hey, he's now famous, following his noble acts of divine judgment, and apparently has formed a whole ass cult behind his actions, getting the sick ass nickname Kira. One of the
Kira.
most brilliant and badass names out there, because if you think about it, Kira sounds like Kira. Killa. Yeah.
It does. You're correct.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
And oh hey, it seems it's L. And he's over here trying to contact Kira directly, passing on the very subtle message to him. What's up, bitch? I'm gonna find that sweet little ass of yours and devour it. For justice. And with
For justice.
during this big challenge, this has Light standing up, yelling at his goddamn TV like a maniac, going, what's up then? Let me just simply write your name down that you have conveniently displayed on your desk, and this cannot be a trap whatsoever. And goddamn, this man really took up half of the page. Well, that's pretty wasteful if you ask me.
I mean, if you get a replica Death Note, there is the page with Lindell Taylor's name in there, and a couple of others.
And oh well, L's dead. I guess Light wins. Wait, what? what? L isn't dead? And this whole time L was setting up a trap for Kira.
My
How could this be?
God.
And this time L even had the audacity to pull up on the mic saying, "Got your bitch ass." You really thought that was me? And so with giving this
I love the extra things doing it with like the voices and sound addition, and that's class.
Oh, Light's like, yeah, I might have to kill you. Which, fast forwarding a bit, we now got Light hacking into his dad's work PC, gaining access to the police force's secret confidential case files. And of course, with this being highly secured, we got a highly secured password right here, 12 characters in length, and what could it possibly be? Peanut butter. And upon bypassing this heavy security, this is where Light finds out that they already suspect a high school student with the timing of the deaths. And with Light using his oh so big noggin, he's then like, wait, if I just adjust the times of the deaths, that will definitely throw them off. But unfortunately, this has backfired on him, as L now looks over people who have connections to the police force's databases, and is like, yeah, it has to be the Yagamis. Stunning this one FBI agent on Light's ass with zero stealth whatsoever, on which Ryuk out here is just giving out
Just following him, just walking behind him, just like, hello.
Tom saying, yo, Light, there's someone trying to get your booty cheeks. And with realizing that he's being tailed, this now brings us back to the laboratory to cook up our next move to shake off the police. And with given the situation, this is where Ryuk tells Light, yo, you know you could give me half of your life. Fuck that shit. There's no need for the shotgun gun when you have ego on your side. And so upon Light doing some silly old experimentation on some random
No need
inmates
for the
that tests
shotgun
the true
with
potential
ego.
of the Death Note's capabilities, he's then like, okay, time to catch this scrub.
もしもし
I'm trying to fuck. And just like that, Light gets the date with the FBI agent telling him just as planned. This, of course, has the FBI agent sitting right directly behind him to not bring any attention towards himself. And oh god,
I always
Chronic
thought-
Blue Eater makes his
I always thought it was very odd that he just chose the seat directly behind them, but he's trying to look for the best spot to see stuff, but, you know, still slightly like what?
appearance, hijacking the bus, telling everyone, don't move, I have a gun. As if that wasn't obvious already. And with taking the phone and contacting the amusement park that this bus is designated for, he sternly tells them, you better give me your profits or else these hostages will die. Which, I mean, who the fuck does a heist on an amusement park? Oh, that's right, a glue eater. We then have Light over here like, don't worry, I got this. I'm the main character. Which based the FBI agent into telling Light, no, that's dangerous. Let me handle this. Here, by the way, this is my name and social security number. Revealing his American-ass name, Ray Peenber. On which has
Ray
Light going,
Peenber.
"Oh, well, that was easy. Returning the ID and going, whoopsie-daisy. It seems we got the attention of the hijacker. And with him picking up this piece of paper, there spawns Ryuk in front of him like, shoot me, pussy. And yo, what are we doing cuddling out here? You were just pointing a gun at him a second ago. And oh, hey, let me just get off the bus and randomly try to do a push-up in the middle of the street.
But
What a
no,
great
he's
idea.
dead. Now we can't ask him any
This is why you always look both
questions.
ways before you cross the road.
It's
and with all
true.
of this happening, the bus driver is over here like, holy shit, that motherfucker got pancaked. While Ray Pember is like, yeah,
What
there's no way
happened?
this high school student is Kira. Time to dip. And so, with Ray Pember fleeing the scene, this has Light over here like, well, guess it's time to kill you. And so in the most I'm in disguise ever, Light pulls up to the subway in this shady ass beanie and shady ass hoodie combo, just out here camping, just waiting to intercept Ray Pember on his trip to Dunkin' Donuts. And oh hey, there he is, having Light awkwardly approach him like, I'm Kira, bitch. If you value your life and your family's life, you best not turn around. And you see that kid right there? Look at his ass not even working. That's a crime and deserves death. Oh, those are some ugly ass glasses, by the way. And with proving that he's indeed Kira, this has Ray Pember over here, of course, shook. But Light reassures him, you're safe as long as you do this one thing right here, and that is just to write down every single FBI agent on this piece of paper, and you're free to go home. Scot-free.
So clever. I love this bit. It's so goddamn clever.
So upon doing so, and stepping off this train, he's like, God damn, this heartburn hit indifferent. As he
But I also, with it being a comedy, there are bits that are missed out on this. So, like, the guy on the bus was orchestrated through the Death Note
turns
book.
back,
man.
seeing the face of Light Yagami, with him passing the advice, you need abysmal. So with that, it seems Light has successfully wiped out all of the FBI agents sent here in Japan, even having the FBI director, Dr. Eggman, confirm to tell, yeah, all our homies are dead. It seems Kira is just too OP, man. Which now moving forward, with the dangers of the Kira case rising, with this man just taking out people who even just oppose him, this is where the police force gets together with Chief Policeman Mr. Yagami stepping in, delivering this very motivational speech about putting their lives on the line to solve this Kira case.
And then everyone
and those who are
walks
cowards
out.
and don't have enough backbone to pursue Kira, please leave the premises. Wait,
Gone.
where the fuck did everyone go? Well, at least we got
Yeah.
these 5 remaining people here. Mogi, Ukita, Aizawa, Ide, and the most powerful and useful member of them all, Matsuda. Officially forming the Japanese task force, led by none other than the man himself, L.
Ow.
And with viewing each of these men as trustworthy individuals, here's when L invites them to meet up in person, where he goes, "Hey, I'm L." What the fuck was that? And here, of course, we got them discussing about Kira, as we now cut over back to Light's family, with his mom trying to get his little sister to bring a change of clothes to his father, because he's out here staying dedicated to the cause, on which Light
Ice
is like,
cream.
let me take that for you. And upon making his way all the way to the police department to drop the clothes off, here's when he encounters this one woman talking crazy about Kira, and overhearing that she's investigating the Kira case, wanting to pass some crucial information to the Popo. Having Light pull up like, "God damn, what did Kira do to you?" Well, anyways, I'm the son of the chief. I hope I can help. And with just having the most trustable face in the world, and 100 abilities, they start bonding over their knowledge on Kira, introducing one another, with Light introducing himself as Light, of course, and this
Of
woman
course.
introducing herself as Maki Shoko, revealing her Kira knowledge so far, and how she
Wrong name. Wrong name.
knows that this man Kira can control the actions of his victims before death, and is capable of controlling the method of death as well. And with her just going on about how recently Kira took out her fiance, who was apparently an FBI agent, and apparently revealed his ID to someone on the bus before dying, she has reason to suspect that Kira was the very person he was investigating. And with putting 2 and 2 together, Light is like, wait, ain't no way you talking about Ray Pember. Nah, you know too much. You're next, bitch. And with pulling out this page out of the death note, he then writes down her death sentence right then and there, cause how foolish. She gave away her name during their introductions. But for some godforsaken reason, after these 40 seconds passed, nothing happened. Having Light over here mad confused, like, what the fuck? Is my death note glitched? And Ryuko over here just dying
Laughing
in the back,
'cause he can
having
see
Light
a
come
name,
to the
yeah.
conclusion that and so with not having her real name, this has Light exploring his options, like,
She's a woman after all. I suppose if I had to, I could use force.
seems legit. And
Oh my god, I never even thought about that because I've watched subbed and dubbed, and he does say it. Oh my
given this moment,
God.
this is when she turns around like, you don't gotta follow me. Taking a whole ass U-turn, going the opposite direction, on which Light is like, wait, I forgot something too. Stealthily following her once again, as Ryuk hovers over him, telling him, you know, this can all be over if you just accept the deal. Shut the fuck up. And with the utmost clutch effort here, here's what Light tells her, wow, you're really good at this Kira thing. Matter of fact, I can recruit you right here to the task force. Just pass me your ID and social security number, just like your boyfriend, and we should be Gucci.
Just
Here you
like
go.
your
And with writing down her
boyfriend.
real name on the death note page and staring at his watch for an entire 30 seconds straight, Naomi Misora is like, why are you staring at your watch so much? On which Light tells her, well, it seems it's 1:25 p.m. And oh yeah, I'm Kira. I'm not gonna lie, this has to be one of the most BMing moments I've ever seen in an
This is so funny.
anime, at least top 1. Cause this man Light really pulled out his phone in front of her saying, oh, it seems we can get in contact with the task force right now. Would you like to share anything? Why are you walking away? My phone is right here. As she
He literally
metaphorically
does do that, doesn't he? He's just like, come on, man.
walks up these stairways to her demise. So, what does this make his KDR now? Comment down below. Well, anyways, moving forward, with the task force now finding out about Naomi's death, or supposedly gone missing, I mean, they're like, yeah, she gone. And L over here is like, Mr. Yagami, put some damn cameras in your house. Your wife's bathroom included. Aye, Captain. And so with Light returning back home after a hard-working school day, he's then like, who the fuck touched my door? Because this man really out here set up a level 3 security on his shit, from the angle of the doorknob to this piece of paper, and even a piece of lead that would break upon the door being open. And with realizing his house is being put under surveillance, he then heads out with Ryuk, telling him, yo, if you could just spot every single camera in the house, you can get some apples. On which the throat
Get
goat
those
does
apples,
without any
Ryuk.
hesitation, confirming the placements of each camera, as Light appreciates this very educational book with incredible plot, with his dad over here like, I always knew my son was a man of culture. On which this is when Light gets called for dinner, where we get this incredible
I always knew he was a man of culture. I love how he's just like the opposite. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe he's looking at that kind of stuff.
buffet with white rice, mushroom stew, fruity pebbles, and whatever this is, and we got the Emoto gushing over the soap opera. And L is like, aha! This is where I can get Kira, posting up this message on TV, stating that there is 1,500 men currently on the Kira case, and they're coming for his ass. On which has Light responding to this like, man, whose dumbass idea was it to post that message? Personally, if I was Kira, I would have posted that shit. Anyways, fuck dinner. Time for some chips.
The chip
Oh
scene.
god, it seems we're going on another criminal killing spree with Light solving equations with his right hand and beating his shit with his left. I mean, writing names with his left. And with this trick right here, there is absolutely no way Elle can suspect him because he's out here taking this potato chip and...
I'm eating it.
What was the line again? Well, anyways, it looks like it was...
Jesus Christ.
Complete. As Elle over here is like, well, it seems you guys are innocent enough to call off this surveillance, because how could any high school student possibly kill 2 criminals during the time he was doing homework? And so, moving forward, with the surveillance now removed out of his house, confirmed by Ryuk, Light is like, oh wow, it looks like I'm off the hook. I can finally go on with my days in peace. And so we now got Light graduating high school, heading over to his entrance exams for college, where Nani? Who is this gremlin with this crazy ass posture? I'm sure he's just a side character. And so, following the entrance exams, surprisingly enough, it seems Light passes, as we now go through on time skip on some Naruto Shippuden shit, on some One Piece shit, to the college entrance ceremony, with Light looking like a brand new man, and is assigned to deliver the address alongside what L? Because apparently he too scored the highest on the exams, which I guess is a very crazy surprise. And so with Light delivering his speech, we got L over here mind empty as fuck, but as soon as Light finishes, he then locks in, delivering his speech fresh off the dome. Cause look at this man's paper. But like,
There ain't
he
nothing
just brought
there.
this shit up for show. But yeah, following the speeches, here's where we have Light and L taking a seat, where L decides to go, what's up, bitch? I'm L. Having Light over here shitting himself, and proceeds to have a 10-hour inner monologue, telling himself to, oh my god, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. And calmly responding to L, telling him, yo, I'm a big fan. Hope you can catch Kira. Later.
Damn, L!
Says Light, as he now got his back against the walls, and at times like this, it is always proper to let out a goofy-ass laugh in anime style. And I mean, apparently every time competition comes Light's way, this man just gets a hard-on every single time. And speaking of competition, it's tennis time!
Yeah!
And we now got Light and L competing in this very intense 1v1, truly making this one of the greatest displays of tennis across any anime, even beating the likes of High School DxD. And despite consuming
about
500
Prince of
grams of
Tennis?
sugar every day, fueled with diabetes, this man L could still perform on an elite level. And throughout this match, in anime fashion, we got them playing the mind games, with Light over here thinking to himself, so if I win the match, that will make me Kira because Kira hates to lose, but if I throw the match, that will also make me Kira for intentionally throwing because Kira would definitely do a Kira thing like that. But Kira is Kira and would try to do things Kira wouldn't do. Well, anyways, GG no re. And so following this incredible match, we then have Light and L walking and talking afterwards, where L decides to drop the bombshell, telling Light directly, I know your ass is Kira. Having Light over here like, who, me?
We've skipped some Mikasa stuff here, haven't we? But yeah.
Anyways, coffee. And so as they go on their Starbucks date, this is where L pulls out 3 messages left behind by inmates before unaliving
Or
himself
halfway.
due to Kira's influence. And upon
Oh, maybe
the
not,
club, giving him
actually.
a nice
Hmm.
little cheeky deduction test,
No, we
seeing this man is capable of deciphering the hidden
Sorry,
meaning behind
I
the
was
message.
thinking it's the scene where they're at the school and then they arrest Mikasa. No, that's later, isn't it?
Light takes a deep glance at these and he's like, what the fuck am I even looking at? These shits blank. Having L like, I don't know, but here, have a Snickers. And oh well, since they both get a call from the hospital, notifying them that, what? Mr. Yagami has been hospitalized from a heart attack. And upon rushing to his room, this is where they get confirmation that stress was indeed the cause and not Kira. Having Light over here like, phew. That's a relief. And following this, here of course is where Mr. Yagami confirms to Light that this is indeed the real L next to him. Having Light turning over to him like, my lord, I want to kiss you. Kill you. And upon settling that out,
I mean,
of course, got them going over the recent developments of the Kira case in front of the man himself, going on about how 12 FBI agents flew from America to investigate some people connected to the Japanese police, mentioning Gray Pember as an odd casualty. And I don't know what invokes Light to open his mouth here, but this man, for some reason, decides to say, oh, that guy who was investigating me. I assure you, I'm innocent. And Elle looks pretty convinced. Which
It's like,
following
excuse
the
me?
hospital visit, we then move on to the following day, where this clown-ass news station, Sakura TV, announces to everyone and their mama that they're being held hostage by Kira, and is forced to play some tapes, provided by
this is
having
the
Light at
introduction
home
to
scratching
Mikasa,
his
isn't
head,
it?
like, bruh, who the fuck? And Elle over here like, why is this motherfucker copying my
Mikasa,
flow? Word
Misa.
for word, bar for bar, apparently by the same
Lisa.
voice changer
Oh
from
my God.
Walmart. And as these Kira tapes play, with this new Kira just recklessly saying, yo, yeah, turn your TV to channel 3. You see that bitch?
Misa
Dead.
mine.
I'm the real deal. Having this one task force member going like, oh my god, we gotta stop the broadcast. And I'll do it all by myself.
No!
dead. And what? Kira could kill just by seeing a face now? But don't worry, because Mr. Yagami is here. Discharging himself
Oh,
from the
this is
hospital,
so
taking
cool.
matters into his own hands because we got some sorry-ass members on his team. Like, look at this bitch. And this man really just hijacked a whole-ass bus and drove it straight through the new station's entrance. And wait, what the fuck? Did the guy despawn? Well, anyways, here's
Oh,
when
yeah,
Light's
where
dad
did he
pulls up
go?
to the
Yeah.
studio, letting his gun do the speaking, as he now secures the audio tapes sent by Kira. And contacting headquarters telling them, package secured. I'm about to be on some Amazon Prime shit with this delivery. And so as Mr. Yagami is taking this very dramatic walk down this hallway, with light shining at the end of it, I mean, not that light, here's where El somehow gets the entire police force to cover up the scene, all magically in the span of 5 minutes, allowing Mr. Yagami to make his grand escape. And upon making it back to Task Force headquarters, this is where El does the honors of reviewing the tapes, having his ass coming to the conclusion that there is indeed 2 Kiras.
There's a second
and that the Kira they
Kira.
witnessed tonight was an imposter. And he's like, man, just get Light over here. I'm trying to see something. And so moving forward to the following day, we got Mr. Yagami inviting his son to the headquarters to meet up with the squad. And El is like, yo, you gotta peep these tapes. They ain't Mia Khalifa, but they are something. And upon
these
taking a gander
tapes.
at them, this has Light over here seething that someone of this caliber would tarnish the Kira name. But of course he has to hold that back, as he is really feeling the spiritual pressure of the whole task force on him. And in
The
the end, he's like,
spiritual
yeah,
pressure.
there's possibly 2 Kiras, but that's just a guess. And Ella's like, wow, that's crazy. I thought the same thing, Kira. Light. Well, anyways, it's time.
Kira,
She captures the second Kira using you to pretend to be the real Kira to bait the other Kira into a trap. You ready? Yes, sir. And so, getting to business, we got Light writing up some fire scripts here to serve to the second Kira to really bait this scrub out. And Ella's like, wow, this is some shit that Kira would actually write. You sure you're not him? Having Light responding giggles, telling him,
You sure you're
I
not
guess it's
him?
the improv class is paying off. And so upon delivering this message on the news,
Oh
telling the
my
second Kira to put
God.
respect on his name and to stop the aimless killings, this has the second Kira over here going, oh my god, Senpai noticed me! Dropping a response with her 3 brain cells saying, I'll comply with your demands. And yo, we should meet up sometime. Also, Shinigami. And it seems Light is over here shook and disbelieved at the
Shinigami,
fact that
Shinigami,
someone is out
Shinigami,
there
Shinigami.
briefing his game. But with some clutch recovery, he's then like, hold up, I got this. L. Shinigami are not real. And with that statement alone, I believe it was enough to turn the tides. And so, moving forward once again to the following day, here's where the second Kira decides to send in some personal diary entries, and Light is like, yo, give me this shit. And sees that it mentions meeting up with some pals at Aoyama and Shibuya. And what? On the 30th, she wants to meet up at the Tokyo Dome to show their Shinigami, and on the 22nd, wants to meet up to show their notebooks? Having L over here like, well, I guess it's time for round 50 of undercover surveillance. And of course, with Matsuda being Matsuda, he's like, pick me, I love exploring. And Light is like, I mean, you can't let this dumbass go alone, right? And so, along with a bunch of random college student NPCs, we got them heading through Ayama, where the second Kira snipes him with her Shinigami eyes. And upon downloading his name and Googling it, she just casually brings up his government and medical files with information ranging from his height, weight, home address, and even blood type. The fuck? Having her over here like, oh my god, so dreamy. I'm coming for that ass. Which now moving forward,
Oh,
actually
yeah.
got her pulling up to Light's house.
Oh,
Introducing
that
herself
costume.
as Misa Mane, who is apparently a famous individual. And Light is like, the fuck? I didn't order pizza. And with heading outside
didn't
with
order
her, she then
pizza,
whips
what the
out
fuck?
the notebook, revealing her Shinigami Rem to him. And no, not that Rem.
Jesus.
Figuring out that she's the second Kira, he then comes right back in, heading back into his room with Misa, telling her,
I'm going to bang this broad.
Anyways, I could use your eyes to kill L. Welcome to the Team Honey Buns. And so with creating this new collab, he then gets Misa to deliver the following tape, telling the world,
Yeah, I give up on my search for Kira, and I am dearly sorry to absolutely no one! Fuck the police! We gonna keep rocking up them criminals, baby!
having L go, yeah, the Kira's definitely met. Having Light over here like, that could be a possibility. And would you look at that, it seems we're going through another average day of college. With Light pulling hoes left and right, as an MC is supposed to do. Here's
The
where
girlfriend he
needs to
just
stop,
does
like,
not
bruh.
care about.
How is this goofy goober everywhere? And so with L pulling up, he's like, sorry baby, another time. Get walking. And upon another exchange with L here, with L telling him that he already told the task force if he were to for some reason perish within the next few days, that Light is #1 on the leaderboard for most suspect. Having Light over here fuming with that stank face, thinking, man, I was so close to killing him. And to make matters worse, here's when Dumb Nuts makes her
This is the
going,
part I
"Hey,
thought we were
honey,
at before.
I got a photo shoot nearby. Having L looking back like, oh wow, she kind of bad. While Light's confident ass over here is like, yes. At last.
Yeah, this was it was like, oh, she's gonna see the name and everything. And this,
Shinigami eyes and my room temperature IQ girlfriend, I could finally have my. There's no way. He knows I'm gay. And of course, given the status of Misa, just casually going to a public setting like this, this has
temperature
people flocking over her like, oh my god, no way, is that Misa? And so, given this situation, this is where Elle takes this opportunity to dig fist deep into Misa's tush. And after taking a strong whiff, Elle then makes this insane recovery, going, whoa, whoa, who would do something like that? Here, like, have a sniff. And as all of this happens, this is when Mrs. Manager comes through, yanking her away from the crowd.
that's. Oh, what a use of shots! That's hilarious. Oh my god.
Which, I mean, I don't
Have
understand
a
why she
whiff.
wasn't by her side this entire time. She fucking sucks at her job, but I digress. And with all that said and done, this is where Light's impatient ass goes, yeah, Elle, I gotta go. Heading off, attempting to call Misa. But as he does, this is when he starts hearing the opening theme of the anime playing behind him, and turns around like, that ass-picking bastard. And upon getting Misa's phone back, this is when Elle gets a call confirming that Misa Amane has been taken into custody, under the suspicion that she is the second Kira. Because apparently her dumbass wasn't wearing a hairnet when cooking up these tapes, having Light's heart just sinking into his ballsack, just feeling utterly sick after coming this
That's what happens when you try and trust other people.
far. And you would think they would just throw her in a cell or something with maybe a blindfold on, but nah, we go full-on war crime mode, strapping her ass up to a board with some restraints, practically giving her a camel toe. And I mean, we even got various liquids to dump on her, requiring the use of gloves.
I didn't
Which,
even think
this
about
is
that.
pretty humane if you ask me. But anyways, now cutting over back to the Light Yagami, just thinking about how the hell he's gonna get out of this predicament. This is when Rem pulls up upon having Misa relinquish ownership of her Death Note to cleanse her mind from the Kira memories, keeping her innocent, and is like, your ass better save her, man, or I'ma cook your shit. And Light is like, don't worry, I got
Yo.
this. Probably. And so we then cut to the abandoned woods over here. Foggy as fuck, by the way. And it seems we just got them playing hot potato with the two Death Notes. With Light passing on his Death Note to Rem to give to a person of status, starving for more power, and acquiring ownership over Misa's. With Ryuk being the one in control of his ownership. Also giving Ryuk the special instructions and a safe word to relinquish ownership of this Death Note, with the word being pie under any context. And so with that set in motion, we got the interrogation on Misa proceeding as per usual. And here's when Light pulls up to the room like, oh my god, I think I might be Kira. And his dad is like, son, what did I tell you about the drugs? And we're seeing this abrupt behavior from Light. Elle is like, nah, ain't no way you just barged in here with this goofy ass
Yeah, like, what's
Get
he
your ass
doing?
locked up. And with Mr. Yagami being the father of the year, he too decides to step in the cage until his son's name is cleared. Really out here demonstrating a healthy father and son bond here. It's just truly wholesome. And so we got days passing. Weeks, and there is no signs of killing of the criminals upon the detainment of Light Yagami. Having Elle tell Mr. Yagami, yeah, things are not looking too good for your son. On which has him going, man, I ought to knock the fuck out of you. And so upon more waiting, this is when Light goes, it's showtime. Telling Elle, it's getting quite lonely in here. Why don't you come in here and give me a cream pie? And with that, Ryuk is like, well, I guess it's time to say bye-bye, stripping their Death Note ownership. And now we got like a recollection of ever having the Death Note and just rambling on that he is Akira. On which I was like, yeah, I don't buy it. So,
3 weeks later.
oh my god, Kira has started killing again. So that means Light's innocent. Hooray! But it seems Elle isn't too keen on the idea of freeing him just yet. Because, I mean, it's only just been a few days, like 50 days. So just freeing him like that would be boring. And so with the cooperation of Mr. Yagami to prove the innocence of his son and Misa, they take a nice drive around town where Mr. Yagami takes this nice
he pulls
little
the gun
detour
out on
to
him,
this
doesn't he?
lovely place under the bridge and put your hands up where I can see them. Get pranked, kid. And just like that, it seems Light and Misa's names are cleared. Because obviously in this scenario, if Misa was the second Kira, she would have killed Mr. Yagami right then and there for threatening her Pookie Bear. And so moving forward, with the two of them now semi-innocent
True.
now, Ella's like, nah, you stand cuffed to me, sweet cheeks, while putting Misa's dumbass on a sort of house arrest to continue surveillance over her. And with doing so, Ella's like, yeah, it's time for an upgrade. Purchasing this $70 million property, all for the sake of this Kira case. And I mean, it's worth. Because look at what it comes with. We got a metal detector, a gaming setup, another gaming setup,
So
a
many
living
gaming
room
setups.
where we get this lovely first date between Light and Misa with Elle third wheeling and God damn! What in the world star is going on here? Oh my god, what is Misa's dumbass doing again? Well, oh hey, here's where Monster steps in, saying, I know how to stop this altercation.
Yes?
Be honest, fuck, marry, kill. Me, Light, Misa. Hello? Which I guess now coming back to light, doing his hardcore Kira research, here's where he gets this fascinating discovery of all these business CEOs dropping dead from heart attacks. And the only business profiting from this is this one business, none other than the Yotsuba Corporation, named after Worst Girl. And I'm sure this is just all a coincidence, and the Death Note is definitely not involved here. But here we go. Infiltration time. Recruiting 2 brand new task force members, a con man and a thief woman whose names I'm sure 99% of us forgot about. And with them, we have created the ultimate dream team to get inside the Yotsuba group and install some surveillance with 0 problems. Unless, of course, you got Masuda over here taking matters into his own hands and heading into the goddamn building all by himself because he's just tired of being useless. And he's over here like, oh my god, I solved the Kira case with 0 recorded evidence because he heard the keywords Kira and killings in this one meeting. And just look at his clumsy ass just fall right here, getting caught. And to recover from the situation, he's like, any Misa stands out there. And so with the task force headquarters getting word of his tomfoolery, I was like, man, who the fuck recruited this man? Now dispatching Misa to play the role.
I mean, you've got nobody else really.
For business, which I'm gonna be honest, they could have just left Masuda for dead, and I doubt their lives would change. But it seems we now somehow end up getting this one party set up with these businessmen and a group of women fresh off a Craigslist, and they're like, this is kind of weird. Man, I love me some coochie.
Let's go.
Jump off a fucking balcony.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see my drunken fist or drunken handstand? Look, I can do this shit with one hand. Oh, what? He actually survived? Who would have expected that? Which I guess now moving forward once again, it seems we got a continuation of business among us, with one of these individuals being the new Kira. And honestly, I'm not gonna be that guy and spoil who it is. This guy. It's this guy right here. And with business moving as usual, apparently the task force has successfully set up surveillance within the building, just listening in and watching, and somehow even have the ability to get close-up camera shots in the process. And of course, we got L over here enjoying the show with his diabetes special, telling everyone, let's just wait for everything to play out with all these deaths. And I mean, people die all the time, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But it seems Light and his dad were opposed to this, having Light taking action, picking up this phone, and telling this one dude in the meeting, delay the killings, or your ass is getting arrested. I got your ass in 4K right now. And with doing this, it seems they got the respect of this one dude just out here sweating bullets. And would you look at that, he successfully delayed the killings, having L like, wow, you're pretty good at this. If I were to die, would you take over? Having Light over here like, thank you, wait a sec. This is a trap. And in Death Note fashion, he then goes on through every single scenario, every single response he can make here that may correlate if he's Kira or not. Diving balls.
Well, no, not really. This is so funny because he doesn't have any recollection of being Kira yet. So like,
L's true intentions with such a question, and having Light grab L by the shoulders, and you can really feel the sexual tension here as Light asks L this simple question: now, does this look like the face of a killer? Yep. Whoa, look at me T-pose. And so with L fed up with how pussy everyone is with this investigation, he then decides to part ways, going solo, telling everyone, fuck y'all. You do you, I do me. Hey Misa, let's catch Kira together. Yay! And so here we go with the plan. Misa now scheduled for an interview for an ad campaign to infiltrate the Yotsuba group. And speaking of ad campaign, I think now would be a good time to mention that this video is sponsored by Raid. And oh well, it seems to be your average interview here, where we got questions, and say, you know what, fuck it, congrats, you get the job. Now what do you know about Kira Woman? And thanks to these beautiful rehearsals beforehand, she came prepared going, I don't know, can I go excrete my fluids? Making her way to the bathroom, where unexpectedly, Rem makes her appearance to tell her, yeah, apparently you were the second Kira, and like the OG. And you see this fucker right here with the receding hairline? This motherfucker Kira. And with this knowledge, we got Misa heading back to headquarters, telling everyone the mission was a success as far as the interview went. And the following day, following a shoot, we then have her ass going to the bathroom once again, but this time around doing a cosplay swap with this one nurse to slip past her bodyguard and go on a date with the third Kira, aka Vegeta hairline. I mean Higuchi. And with them running in the 90s in his sick Hot Wheels, this is where Misa goes, yeah, so I'm the second Kira. Oh my god, I'm third. We should get married. And just like that, Higuchi is the third Kira. Having L over here like, how the hell did you get this confession out of him? But anyways, after a little bit more diabetes, we then got our next plan to capture this new Kira, using Matsuda as bait, because that's the only use for him. And here we go with the game plan. As Higuchi is enjoying this fine wine on this fine Friday or Tuesday or whatever the fuck this day is. This is when he gets this call telling him, yo, they exposing your ass on TV. And with him changing the channel, we got Matsuda out here just talking and talking about how he has the inside scoop of the identity of Kira. And whoops, there goes the blinds exposing his face. And Higuchi is like, how does this man
That was the guy from the other day!
have iron kneecaps? How the fuck did he survive that fall? Nah, I ain't letting him slide. And oh well, it's
Hot
looking at the task force 20 steps ahead of him, even having his eyes on GPS. As they witness Higuchi talking directly to Rem, just panicking, going, help me! And as he sneaks his way through the Yoshida Productions building, heading to the very secret room, going beep, beep, boop, getting access to the employees' files. He then pulls up Matsuda's real name, or real name, I guess. On which, upon writing it down, he's like, whew, that was a close one. Doing a 40 count for safe measures, and he counts and counts all the way up to 40 and is like, wait, fuck! How do I count to 40? And realizes that this man Matsuda is still flopping his lips. And with just having a midlife crisis in his car, this is when he goes like, man, fuck it. I gotta accept this deal. Getting the Shinigami eyes from Rem, and is like, I'm unstoppable. Vroom! And what's this?
Vroom.
Get pulled over by this cop for speeding. Having his ass over here like, oh, sorry, officer. Let me just reach over into my bag for a whole 30 seconds. Don't mind me. And later, hey, stop right there. And oh dear, it seems Higuchi manages to make it all the way to the news station, ready to take Matsuda's cheeks right then and there. And where is everyone? Freeze! Put your hands up! Oh. You mean like this? And pop goes his gun as Mr. Yagami takes a page out of Neji's playbook, and with doing this quick action
Wow,
over here, we
Neji's
got
playbook,
Higuchi trying to
Jesus
escape the
Christ.
scene as this con man takes matters into his own hands and is like, don't worry guys, I got this. Did this man just shoot one bullet and gave up? Now we really gotta do a background check on which side this guy is actually on. But once again, it seems we got Higuchi on the road again, just zooming out here with 5 stars on his ass and bumping into this very unfortunate blockage, having this man shitting himself. But he's like, wait a sec, I can just go backwards, taking this nice little U-turn. But this is when L's man's Watari pulls up, hitting the crazy
What a
quick
legend.
scope, making
Watari's
this
a
man spin like a
legend.
Beyblade into the wall. And just look at this walk of shame this man has to take out of this car. He's like, I wonder if Misa will still let me hit. While Mr. Yagami inspects the car and is like, oh look, a notebook. And oh well, it appears that he can see Rem now. Having all over here like, bullshit. Let me get a hold of it. Oh, she
Whoa.
fine. As fuck. On which has Lay over here like, yo, let me get a lick. Making contact with the Death Note once again, having his ass go. Ah! And oh my, this nut must be hitting different. On which has his ass delivering his
He's
iconic
like,
line,
I remember now.
I'm sorry, me no speak Nihongo. But with Light regaining his memories, we got the real Light Yagami back in action, pulling out his sick customized watch with a little cheeky pocket installed into it, sending Higuchi to the gulag. And with some very convincing, high level, and exceptional porn acting here, going, what the heck is happening? He's dying. He manages to get away with the W, which moving forward past all of that, it seems we get a nice little rest session to reset, relax, with everyone gathered up at Task Force headquarters, going over the rules written in the Death Note, where they find this one very real rule written last minute before Light gave up ownership that states that if someone doesn't write names within a 13-day time span, that user will die. Having L staring over at Light like, oh, I guess you're innocent. But just to verify,
Rem, was it? That's your name, isn't it? The white thing over there?
whoa, L, we good? Well, anyways, with L questioning Rem about the rules, he over here confirms everything, saying, yeah, everything's a-okay. There is no Light to be seen here. And with everything looking good, Light is like, yeah, so since we're cleared, there's no need for these handcuffs, right? What a dumbass. And yeah, so it seems Misa is innocent now. Light's innocent because of the 13-day rule. And I mean, they just swiftly ship Misa away because they know keeping her ass around would just be pointless. And as she heads out, this is where Light gives her exact coordinates on which she can recover her Death Note. And to be honest, I'm surprised her peanut-ass brain didn't get
Knew
wrong,
exactly
and
what he
manages
was
to find the
saying,
spot,
yeah.
regaining ownership and her past memories. And upon reading the notes left behind by Light here, he gives specific instructions to kill that one guy that she saw earlier in the white shirt, aka L. But the thing is, dumb nuts forgot about it. What a surprise. Did Light really expect her to have enough RAM to store that knowledge? And so guess what? She does the ideal again. A second time, what were you? Putting that half lifespan into another half, but she's just stupid. But I guess that's a small price to pay. And so moving forward, we now got her returning back to the headquarters for a nice little visit where Rem is like,
But the interesting thing about it is, though, is that her life was extended by the original Shinigami that killed her, isn't it? So it's like, it's quite up in the air of like how long she actually has left to live. Like, how long was her life extended by?
fuck, am I dyslexic or is that lifespan shorter? And at long last, finally, after all these episodes, the iconic duo is reunited. Ryuk and Light. And with Light's new plan set in motion, we got him sending off Misa to continue the killings of criminals, to apply pressure to Rem, to kill L, which would inadvertently expand the lifespan of Misa due to the fact that L would catch on that Misa is doing the killings. And fun fact, if a Shinigami expands the lifespan of another human by killing their cause of death,
Alright, we
that
are
would
getting
cause the
mentioned.
Shinigami to die, passing on the remaining lifespan to the human they saved. I just said a bunch of words, so I don't even know if I was coherent. But we got Light over here going, ha 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 ha, checkmate. So now cutting for this rainy ass day, we got L looking mad depressed as Light is over here trying to talk to him. So Rainy's just so damn low. I could just adjust the volume. But yeah, it seems we got L over here big sad, telling Light, my ass is cooked. Here, have one last foot massage before I go.
L, get your ass in here. It's time for you to die.
And just like that, good night. Oh, wait, that's right. No! Who's gonna give me my foot rubs now? Well, anyways, look at this dumbass saving Misa's life. And just like that, I'm the god of the new world.
And that's the end. Well, like, it kind of should have been.
What's wrong, L? Where's that same energy at, pussy? Huh? I can't hear you. And so with L eliminated, it seems Light has become the new leader, the new L of the task force. And it seems there's no more threat for him because L is dead. And so we got times of peace, settling down with Misa, resuming business as per usual on the Kira case, even having meetings at various locations like Light's house, where this man Masada decides to act like a freak, just eyeing down Light's sister, telling her, wow, Sayu, you're so little the last time I saw you. How about we get married? And the fact this man did this in front of the parents is just beyond me. But
Yeah.
of course, we all know this ain't no slice of life. And this is where Mr. Yagami gets a call, telling him, yo, one of our mans got bagged. Having everyone involved with the task force bolting their way back to the headquarters in dramatic fashion, because the director of the MPA apparently got kidnapped. And the kidnappers just want one thing, to free him, which of course is the Death Note, as you can see in the title of this anime. Having Light over here like, what the fuck? Who snitched? I thought we were the only ones supposed to know of the existence of this shit. But then realizes there may be someone out there that knows of the Death Note. And so like all of his problems, here's where Light resorts to his #1 solution. Killing it. And I mean not killing the kidnappers, but killing the kidnapped instead. Having Light over here like, well, that's unfortunate. Guess we can't do the
Man, fuck this director. If you want your daughter to live, Sayu Yagami, pull up to LA and give me that damn notebook. Quit playing with me.
And it seems Light made a slight miscalculation here, as it really looks like he has to go through with this deal now. Because we got Mr. Yagami stressing, telling everyone, I'm the leader. Fuck the Death Note, I'm getting my daughter back. Having Light over here like, wait, Dad, we gotta take our time and explore our options first. I'm sure she'll be fine. On which we then got Light over here calling up the SPK, an elite group posted up in America, dead set on capturing Kira. And with him contacting them for assistance as L. This is where the leader of the SPK, N, or Nier, responds telling him,
You ain't no L pussy boy. Sit your ass down. I'm L in this bitch. I'm his successor.
and from the voice changer, one letter initial, awkward ass seating posture, and lazy ass voice complexion, we got the conversation between Great Value L and Light, where Light was just not having it with this cocky L imposter, but then goes on explaining the situation of the MPA's chief's daughter, and Nier's like, oh, don't worry, I'll have people on standby in LA right away.
Psych! You got this, L.
And my lord, I know this is off topic, but I've never seen someone this ass at darts. But anyways, following us. Tatsukai. Ritual, we're heading to LA, baby. The home of GTA 5 and overpriced water. And of course, with this being a special operation, we got the team taking separate flights where, oh dear, Mr. Yagami gets ganked by one of the kidnappers, forcing him to take gate 18 to
ロサンゼルス
which apparently is a flight hijacked by the kidnappers. And with them taking this nice little detour to this nice little location of the kidnapping, with them just yapping instructions into Mr. Yagami's ears as if it was self-explanatory on how trades work. With all of this happening, this is where we got the entire task force panicking because this wasn't part of the script, on which has Light contacting Nier again, telling him,
Dog, please help me.
which Nier then provides the task force an overview shot via satellite for them to survey the exchange area, which was entirely pointless because it's all underground on some video game shit, having Light over here like, rats! I need to take shit right now.
Is something wrong? You look kind of
Just shut up!
And so with the trade proceeding, we got
Exactly.
Mr. Yagami finally making his way to this room where he finds his daughter screaming for her life. Help me! As this one other dude pulls up going, huh. Oh wow, it's bulletproof. Now all you gotta do is slip that Death Note through this glory hole right here, and we can get going. And so with testing the functionality on a disposable character, he's then like, alright, you're good to go. And with that, it seems Sayu is finally saved as the kidnapper escapes in this heli, having Light over here panicking going, yo, Nier, trick that goddamn helicopter. The Death Note must be on there. Oh wait, never mind. Get the camera on the rocket. The Death Note must be there. But unfortunately, it seems they lose it because their asses were too slow. And so with losing the Death Note, we got Light sitting here.
Oh, this video's been so good.
Pain
The
and Mr.
music.
Genius ass going, hey Light, would you like some Kool-Aid? But hey, look on the bright side, we got Sayu back and happily reunited with the fam, despite her being an absolute potato now. But hooray, mission success, and so moving forward, with the Death Note all gone now, this is where Nier goes, well shit, it seems my arch nemesis has his hands on the Death Note. I wonder what he'll do next. That was fucking petty. And so with all of this happening, here's where Nier decides to contact Light, confirming that the majority of his SPK pals have died at the hands of the Notebook, revealing the identity of the man who did it, Mello, who is apparently his competitor in succeeding L.
My
He doesn't say that.
God.
Instead, he just says, yeah, it seems this one other dude is just trying to compete with me to see who can take down Kira first. Having Light over here like, oh hell nah. Y'all really out here 2v1ing? And so with the task force pulling up their Facebook profiles, they then learn that these two grew up at a place called the Whammy's House, a breeding ground / orphanage for L's successors. And Light is like, man,
Breeding
that ain't
ground.
shit compared to L. This should be easy mode. And so we now got Light tracking down Mello and his fellow Mafia members, acquiring the identity of Cal Schneider, who is the new Death Note holder confirmed via Misa's eyes. And by simply writing down his name in the Death Note to ship his address to him before, of course, unaliving himself, this shit comes in on some one-day shipping shit, having his egotistical ass going, haha, man, I'm just too good, and rewarding Misa with a happy ending. However, in the midst of this is where this one other Shinigami drops by from the
Yeah.
Shinigami, looking for his Death Note that Ryuk yoinked from him to give to Light. And using the address that Light has burned right here, he then heads directly to Mello's hideout, somehow locating it without a GPS and jump scaring their shit. And upon them spraying a prank on him, doing absolutely no damage, he then goes, man, these bullets ain't shit, and follows through and exposing Light's added rules to the Death Note, saying that this 13-day rule thing is all bullshit. Having Mello's ass over here munching on his feastables, going, oh my god, so that means the real Kira used the 13-day thing to prove his innocence.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, so smart. But speaking of Kira, we now got him calling Mr. Yagami, telling him,
Yo, pull up at this address at this time and recover the notebook, cause I'ma kill all the asses in there.
and the fact that Dumb Nuts did this without any typos is beyond me. But yeah, with everyone hearing this at Task Force, Light is like, yeah, we should definitely follow what this guy said. And Mazda over here going, we should definitely take the ideal for safe measure. Having Ryuk over here going, say no more. As Mr. Yagami steps up, remorseful on how everything played out, and is willing to accept the 13-day rule if need be. And Light just stands back here like, don't worry, father, I got your back. I'll kill you myself when the time comes. And so here we go with the mission. We got everyone locked in and fully armed, while Light stays back giving tech support at his office because he's a fucking coward. But with Mr. Yagami whipping out these photos of the Mafia members, a part of Mello's squad, as promised by Kira, everyone in this goddamn building will be exterminated at 12 a.m. on the dot. And with seeing their names fade, we then got the task force breaching through this shit full force as Mello is over here going, you two, secure the Death Note, I'm out of here. And upon them recovering it right here, boom, the door gets breached and the task force just gives zero fucks, slapping them with some smokes, and Matsuda pulling out that aimbot, shooting so goddamn accurately that I just had to watch it back because this man really shot the gun out of the hands of this man on the right, the man on the left.
Oh,
and
yeah.
even skimmed the Death Note enough with his last shot to make the dude drop it.
Damn, he's a good shot.
But yeah, it seems we get the Death Note secured here, having everyone go, yippee, mission complete. But Light, on the other hand, is like, oh hell no, ain't no way y'all just settling with this notebook. Get that damn Weasel Mello. And so with the task force doing a thorough search, this is when some C4 go off. And I mean, they were so strong that even Ryuk and the Shinigami felt it. And the fact that they felt this over the bullets, you know these explosives were no joke. But yeah, upon finding Mello in this one room, or I'm sorry, Mr. Mihel Hell, this is where Mr. Yagami just starts yapping, talking about, you are under arrest. Put that detonator down or else I will use force. God damn it, Dad, you had one job! And like so, this is where we got the rest of the task force pulling up, cornering Mello shit, and he's like, oh wow, what does this button do? And would you look at that, we're now in the hospital, with Mr. Yagami the only one in critical condition, as the rest of the cast just has minor scratches. But I mean, they didn't eat an entire mag of an Uzi to the back, so that's understandable. And here's where we get this very touching moment between father and son, where Mr. Yagami is like, son, I always knew you weren't Kira, upon seeing his life points above his head. And through this entire wholesome exchange, this is where Light gives his part and is like, Dad, for the love of God, before you go, you have to write down his name. And And so with that, this one random Shinigami that came into the human world gets his notebook back and flies away as Light stands there like, well, my dad just died, but back to the drawing board. And so, the year is 2009. Mama's in shambles, the USA officially backed away from the Kira case, and the crime rate of Japan is at an all-time low. So I mean, looking at that, you see, Kira isn't all that bad after all. Cause with less crime, we're living in our prime. Oh, it seems we got a call from Nier. Telling Light, yeah, so, apparently Mello just dropped by telling me something about the rules of the notebook. What you think about the 13-day one? Having Light over here like, oh, that rule? Yeah, that one sounds like bogus. Right, Ryuk? Which has Nier over here like, yeah, your ass is 100% Kira.
If anyone at Task Force agrees, just call me at 1-800-588-2300.
Yeah, that dude is definitely on crack. Now let me send my whole ass call on your ass. And what? It seems the SPK agents, Nier included, managed to evacuate the premises. How could this be?
Your goofy ass really tried.
Guys, I know this looks bad, but I swear I'm not Kira. And so given the situation, with everyone in the room now suspecting that
Oh
Light
my
is indeed
God.
Kira, even having Aizawa's rat ass contacting Nier, feeding him info of Light's incarceration, this now brings us to the awkward following morning, where Aizawa just straight up tells Light to his face, yeah, I contacted Nier. Also, let's get Misa's ass back on surveillance. Having Light over here like, oh, it's like that, huh? Well, go for it, pussy. And so with Aizawa and Mogi pulling up to Light's and Misa's place to do a nice and clean search in the apartment for any Death Notes laying around, we got Dumbnuts clueless as fuck, as this man Light was already 20 steps ahead of the game, having Misa relinquish ownership of her Death Note prior of the search and shipped to a new qualifying and upcoming Kira. After, of course, running Kira job applications to find someone who is reliable and mirrors his beliefs, and will punish anyone who he sees fit. Like, you see these clout-chasing scrubs? Delete! Delete!
God.
Delete! And this man
Delete.
is out here really hitting trick shots as he's writing these names. And who is this individual, you may ask? It is none other than the man himself, Teru Mikami. An average man with an average job, an average schedule, and an average lifestyle. But of course, the backstory ain't so average, cause that would simply just be too boring. And so getting into it, backspacing a few years ago, we got his mother talking to him about putting himself in harm's way against some bullies for the sake of his beliefs, and that is to stand up against evil and for justice. Telling him straight up, yo, it ain't worth. You ain't even getting paid for this shit. Having Mikami over here fuming and just thinking, yo, bitch, you better watch your tongue. Matter of fact, you deserve to die. Which, surprisingly enough, the day has come. With the 4 bullies he once knew getting into a fatal accident and hitting a wombo combo on his mother, joining the casualty list. And this has his ass at her funeral like, ha ha ha, thank the Lord, almighty Kira, and blessing my soul with this power. So yeah, we now got him doing the deed of killing the criminals, while Light is over here just chilling, cause he now don't gotta raise a finger to do his job. And all that's left is for him to shake off the police, and he's free to go. Easy. The only hard part is,
Easy.
gotta shake off the police. And so, upon this goofball entering the room yelling, extra, extra, we got him turning on the TV to the news station, where Light is over here like, god damn, my ex looking fine as fuck. And apparently she's the new spokesman for Kira. Having Light thinking, maybe I should call her. Revealing to everyone in the room, yeah guys, I once dated her. Maybe we can use her to get in contact with Kira.
もしもし。
I'm trying to fuck.
And just like that, got her pulling through.
That's just so, exactly the same as with as he keeps saying Mikasa with me.
Discuss Kira thing. As the task
I'm
force
trying to
of this conversation where, oh wow, Kira calls, aka Mikami. And with him being the #1 Kira fan, he's like, yo, let me talk to Kira, pretty please. And upon getting confirmation by Light, confirming his identity, this is where we have Mikami over here just busting over the fact that Senpai has finally recognized him and just snipes this dude on Sakura TV to prove that he's the real deal. Shaking everyone at Task Force, having them go, OMG, he just killed someone. As Light writes a note back to them, telling them, yo, Kira about to do a room scan for wiretaps. We gotta cut this shit off. And with doing so, this is where Light says, yeah, I'm Kira by the way. Have my babies. And just like that, he secures the coochie. The cooperation of Kiyomi Takeda. Telling everyone back at
Yeah,
Task Force,
sure.
I just know y'all wish you were me right now. And so moving forward, with us now cutting over to the successor of L, now making plans to confront Kira directly in Japan. And the fact that this man is succeeding L and doesn't know how to book a flight, having this grown-ass man fly back from Japan to New York to fly with Nier back to Japan. Oh, hell no. But upon his arrival here, here's where we got him making contact with the task force once again, telling them, yeah, I'm in Japan now. Also, when I see Kira, it's on sight. Having Light over here thinking to himself, nah, you better join L, just watch. And I guess he's back to playing with Legos as Light continues his meetings with Takeda, having casual conversations on the surface as they pass around notes discussing their Kira moves, with Light telling her, my queen, you too can become Kira, having her contact Mikami for some pages and telling him that Light told her that he must continue writing names in a fake decoy notebook for the time being. And so once again, we then cut over to the point of view of Budget L going into deep thinking mode and is like, aha, this Mikami guy on TV looks sus, we should survey him. So upon following him around, we have this one dude with some ditty ass riz pulling up on this one girl with a horrible
Like holding a skirt. It's so weird. It's like people actually like this.
hunchback, and with witnessing this harassment, Mikami couldn't just sit there and watch and writes his name down in this very real notebook, having this dude drop dead to the floor, which then the investigator is like, oh my god, this motherfucker slumped. And what is this girl doing just standing there and screaming instead of trying to escape the situation? That's that Misa IQ right there. But anyways, I digress. And with Nier's team on Mikami's ass, reviewing him in a crisp 240p, we then cut over to Light and the task force setting up their next meeting with Takeda, with the wiretaps and what have you. And with Aizawa still on Light's dick, he then pulls out his trump card and is like, ha, I'ma get you with this shot right here, marking the notepads with his fingernail. Cause surely they're not passing around notes. And so it seems the time has come, with Light and Takeda meeting up once again, another night of small talk and and passing around notes. And we get some exclusive spicy drama between Takeda and her previous encounter with, Dumb Nuts, where they just have an absolute catfight over Light, having Light responding to the situation like,
Why are women like this?
and after passing mad notes over to Takeda, sending her the whole episode script to read out loud, she then goes on to reading it, going on saying, Light, if it, means being with you, I'll help you with this Kira case and get him arrested. Cause fuck him. And what a crazy turn of events, just pulling a whole ass 180 on Kira's ass from supporter to hater, and with Light handing over this one last note to her, telling her once Mikami confirms everything for his ultimate foolproof plan to take down Nier and the entire SPK to get back to him. And so this concludes another successful meeting, which seemingly Takeda is all on the task force side to take down Kira, but Aizawa is like, oh hell nah, we checking them sticky notes. And upon taking a good inspection on them, he's like, what the fuck? I could have sworn I put my fingernail here. I'm sure it was just the janitors, but Aizawa wasn't buying it. Having Aizawa going, I must contact Nier. Coming face to face with him, where he gives the inside scoop on Light, or I mean the second Kira, for being sus. On which Nier is like, I already knew this shit. Now get your silly ass out of here and let me do my job. Moving forward, following more investigative work on Mikami, putting them Skyrim skills to good use and gaining access to his decoy death note, discovering absolutely nothing aside from this inhuman ability of his to write in size 3 fonts with 0 mistakes. We got Light
yeah, that is quite impressive.
And Mikami's ready to proceed with the plan, the foolproof one. And with Nier contacting him on cue, we then got the both of them on the mic saying, pull up! And it seems to decide to meet up at an abandoned warehouse 3 days from now. And with that, we then get this very epic stare down moment where, they stare down or they do this thing. And Light meeting up with Takeda one last time to have this warehouse address delivered to Mikami, solidifying his W. His foolproof one. And so as the days go by, we then get this very dramatic cinematic of Takeda making her way to the news station with all her fans around, taking pictures left and right, cheering her on, and it just seems like an average day until it wasn't. Having this crusty ass red CGI car pull through, coming in just trolling and shooting a smokescreen before driving off. And what's this? We have Mello magically making his appearance on a motorcycle like, hey Kiyomi Takeda, big fan, wanna ride? And with her bodyguard, who's apparently an SPK agent, telling her, wow, he seems like a pretty trustable dude. You should go. And so with her boarding it to flee the scene, it seems the SPK was prepared for this moment, sending out 3 CGI black cars after Mello and a couple more after that one dude who shot the smoke screen. And this chase went on for so long that it is now nighttime, which has this dude getting out of his car like, all right guys, I know I have me trolled a little, but I know for a fact you wouldn't shoot me over.
Absolutely annihilated.
Oh hey, these
Rest in peace! That's the first one! Oh, throwback.
Rolling up into this nice Pepsi truck with Takeda telling her it's getting hot in here.
So hot.
Now take off all that clothes. On what she happens to do. And using the classic bra pocket strat here, she manages to keep a page of the death note with her, and with Light conveniently telling her to watch out for this one dude named Mello, providing her with his real name, as Mello drives out, mentally prepared for what's to come, because he full knowingly knows his ass is about to get cooked in a sec and join L in the process. Takeda then writes Mihail Kell's name down, and with Mello taking the L and crashing the truck, this is where Takeda calls Light, telling him, save me! I'm stuck in a Pepsi I'm sorry, a transport truck. Also confirming that she has done the deed in killing Mello. Having Light over here like, yippee! Well, sucks to be you.
What?
Oh yeah, we should save her. And so, with Light and the task force boys heading out to save her based off of the vague instructions she gave us, this is where Light is like, y'all really some dumbasses for allowing me in the back. And upon making the way to the church where the truck is parked at, what the fuck? Where did this fire start from? Was Takeda secretly a firebender? Well, there's no time for questions because this is game time, baby. Although it is looking quite damp outside, the time has finally come to take down this off-brand L. And after this short little meeting, we'll
Let's
confirm the
go.
preparations of this meeting. Here we go, setting sail on the highway to the highly awaited warehouse with Light over here oozing in confidence because his foolproof plan just simply can't fail. Because it's foolproof. And with the task force
Well, yeah,
now
of
rocking
course,
the
yeah.
warehouse, we of course gotta add some slow motion in this bitch. And here we have it, the confrontation. With Nier wearing a mask of, is this supposed to be L? Nah, that gotta be disrespectful. But anyways, upon making intimate eye contact with one another in silence for a straight 30 minutes, with immaculate and therapeutic Rain ASMR playing in the back, Mira's like, oh, alright, I guess it's time I can take this off. And something about this smile makes me angry. But of course, with this being Death Note, we got Nier going on about every single detail about how this ex-Kira, aka Mikami, will be here in a few moments, and oh, there he is! And just like that,
Oh my
we got Light going.
god.
What in a cut, you know. What happened to my foolproof plan? And it seems Light's plan has unfortunately all crumbled beneath him, with the real notebook getting replaced by the real fake due to the fake real getting exposed for being fake when the real was discovered to be real, and so using the real to make a fake real. That is ultimately what resulted in Light's foolproof plan into being non-foolproof. Having Light over here flabbergasted and looking dumb as fuck, unable to fathom how a main character could be put into such a predicament. But don't let this take away from the fact that this man Mikami was out here making typos in his writing. Like, how the hell do you spell Anthony and Tohi?
And Tohi.
And so, with being exposed as a fraud and his back against the wall, Light then goes, objection! Following up with, absolutely nothing. And says, fuck it. Man, what the fuck is that laugh? But here's when Light goes on a crazy-ass filler buster, going on about how the world is rotten and needs a god to run a peaceful society. Throwing up the Carfax that ever since he became Kira, there has been no war, no crimes, and just going on and on and on, repeating himself, saying, yeah, I'm just that good, okay? Having everyone in this corner going, yo, what is this man going on about? It's been 5 whole ass minutes. But here's when Light gives out this devious-ass smirk, and you already know this man is up to no good. And with sleight of hand, not making any sudden movements, he reaches for his pen, on which has Monster going bang, popping Light in the right hand with his aimbot, and Light is like, oh, you think a little blood is gonna stop me? I've been doing this my whole life! Bang, bang, bang! Well, shit, I think he might be dead. But of course, the power
not
of
quite.
prospers, as this is where everyone forgets that Mikami was a character. Just performing seppuku with a pen, having his ass squirting all over the place, while Light is over here like, huh, later losers, making his grand escape. And not gonna lie, this man gotta work on his cardio. This man already out of breath. And oh hey, there's his
I mean, he's been
lasso. But
shot
upon
a
somehow
few
outrunning
times,
the
but yeah.
task force, making it all the way to safety with a few minor scratches on him, which I'm sure he'll be able to recover from after a few days. We got him just chilling on these flight of stairs, and it's like, I'll get near next. Oh, what the fuck? And it seems Ryuki's like, oh,
Yeah, I'm
hell
done
no,
now.
Ain't no need for a season 2. Get your ass written in my notebook. And with that, it seems we got the conclusion of Death Note with the credits rolling, emotional music playing, and dumb nuts, being dumb nuts, enjoying the scenery. And so with that, that is the tragic tale of Light Yagami. And did they really just leave Mikami's body there to rot?
Yeah, looks like it. Maximum Hormo. That was so funny. I love it. I loved the Rest in Peace reference to the old the Naruto's and the Dragon Ball Z's and all that. Oh, so funny. That's so. Yeah, not much to say other than that was really, really, really good. I loved the adding to the voices and stuff like that. They've really progressed as they've come along over the years. So loved that. Thanks for watching.
Click like and subscribe.
Pixel Party Pals! Pixel Party Pals!